Mandatory cashless cards. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein. Let's have a look at this article from Eliza Bavin on Yahoo Finance discussing mandatory cashless cards for Aussie gamblers coming into New South Wales. Now, well, we've got a Liberal government in New South Wales. This is a policy from that government. Regardless of how you feel about gambling, shouldn't people have the freedom of choice? Isn't that what you expect from the more laissez-faire political side of politics? If you've got a problem with gambling, get rid of the machines. Remove it all rather than implementing all of these other steps. I mean, this is just crazy. So cashless debt cards will be introduced in New South Wales to crack down on gambling. Premier Dominic Perrottet has announced. Why don't they just get rid of all the pokies then? Get rid of them all out of all the clubs. What's that you're saying? The clubs will go bust? They won't be able to provide everything they do? Well, tough. What do you want? I mean, it's depressing. There was an RSL, I think an RSL, one of these services clubs, near my old office. And we'd go there for lunch in the middle of the day. Not that often, but occasionally. And it was depressing going there at lunchtime and seeing these people just put their coins in the pokies. Completely addictive, completely designed to manipulate them. I mean, sure, if they want to waste their money, on one hand, I appreciate the individual freedom of people to do that. But on the other, well, remove the pokies entirely if you want to get rid of them. These are just addictions. There's nothing good that comes of them. It's just taking advantage of people, really. The card is part of a strategy to target money laundering in the state, as well as helping limit how much money gamblers are spending. Money laundering, just how they were trying to get rid of cash, bring in the cash ban. Remember that? What about the property sector? Perrottet said New South Wales had been profiting off people's misery for too long and something needed to be done. You're just going to make it more difficult. It's not a matter of if we do it, it's a matter of how we do it, he said. We need to change. This is not about working against each other, it's about working with each other to effect meaningful change to improve people's lives across our state. Then get rid of the machines. Get rid of them. Make gambling illegal. Why not? That'll make more of a difference. Oh, but the clubs and people they're dependent on this money now. They're dependent on this money. The move comes after the federal government introduced new gambling slogans to replace the Gamble Responsibly tagline. From March 23, banning companies like Ladbrokes, Sportbet, and TAB must ditch the well-known slogan in favor of 7 new and government-approved lines. The new mottos include, chances are you're about to lose. You win some, you lose more. What's gambling really costing you? And what are you really gambling with? I mean, this is an addiction. This is a problem. These machines are designed with all the bells and whistles. They probably don't even have bells and whistles, but you know what I mean, with the animations and the programming and the dopamine release. They're designed to manipulate you. And there's now entire portions of the economy that are completely dependent on this, on people going and putting their last few pennies away in hopes of winning. This guy could probably afford better food if he weren't there gambling away his money. When on screen, they must accompany information about gambling addiction resources and appear in the largest font possible to take up to a third of the on-screen space. If the taglines are spoken, they have to be read slowly and calmly. Oh, just stuff it all. Just limit where the machines are. Do that. But no, they don't want to do that. Because this is how they can pretend like they're taking action. Gambling in Australia is a major problem. And it is surprisingly difficult to find out just how much money Aussies are losing each year. However, estimates suggest Australians lose around $25 billion on legal forms of gambling in 1819, representing the largest per capita losses in the world. $25 billion. What is our tourism sector for the entire country? It's like $60 billion. There you go. That's why they're just doing all this around the edges periphery bullshit. The population of Australia is around 25 million people, which equates to a yearly loss of around 1,000 for every man, woman, and child in the country. So let's have a talk about this. I wonder how many people who bitch and moan that they can't afford a house, that they can't afford food, that they're on their pension, struggling to get by, piss away their money gambling. I mean, that's their right. That's their choice. But we're making money off it. We're taxing it. Is it ethical? Is it moral to be making money off this misery of people, which is what's happening? Would you ban it entirely? Remove all the machines from all the clubs? Even from the casinos? Victoria never used to have gambling. Now they've brought it in. Here in Brisbane, they're making the casino even bigger, right at the heart of the city. Yeah. I mean, how many people would be better saving that money, investing it? But I guess you got to learn. It's tough. You're fighting a machine designed to addict you. What do you reckon, guys? Do you think these cashless cards are the solution, or is it just a bit tokenistic? I'm not a fan of it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't mind gambling. I think I played a bit of blackjack, but that was more like, here's $50, I'll go to the cheap, poor-ass table and just have a bit of fun in a blue moon once a decade. It's not like some of these nutters just pour so much money that they can't afford to spend. Maybe we need to make it a classist thing. You need to have a certain independent wealth and passive income before you're allowed to gamble. Hey, if we're forcing people to use these fake cash-only cards or debt cards, why not go the full hog? What do you reckon, guys? Let me know your thought on this one. As always, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Check out HeiseBim and HeiseSays International for other topics I discuss. If you're a fan and want to help out, there are a few ways you can. And I've missed that slide. Wait. There we go. Go to that slide. You can financially support us through YouTube or Patreon. Use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And don't gamble all your money away. I mean, is stock market investing a gamble? Or is crypto investing a gamble? Sometimes it can be. There's all the stories of people addicted to trading. It's no different. But I guess buying a boring ETF isn't as much of a gamble.